Welcome to the Lulu Show here on CentralValleyTalk.com. How are you? Good morning. Buenos dias. Oh my God, I know it's Saturday and you want to sleep in and you got to watch the Lulu Show. Thank you. I love you guys. That's so awesome. And of course, you could always catch it on my YouTube channel at The Lulu Show or Lulu Show, or you can find it with the email, The Lulu Show 1, so number 1, at gmail.com. So, yeah, it's Saturday. It is June. It's my birthday month. And yes, I do celebrate the whole month, even though I was born the 21st. 21st being the longest day of the year, trust me. I'd rather celebrate it every day. And, well, this week we have a lot of cool information. It is June, and I want to talk to you about summer activities, things that are going on in the community, and also show you what went on in the community in May. Wow, it was busy. I'm serious. Starting the Lulu Show was exciting, but also I'm so happy that I get so much material to work with, meaning the Central Valley, meaning Fresno. It's a happening place. It has a lot going on. So as always, I like to start with my Latino Loop 5 of the day and my chanclazo. I didn't really think about the chanclazo this week. I was just really so busy. Yeah, chanclazo to being too busy and not making time for making your segment work. Just kidding. So this week we're going to have a couple of Skype interviews. Love that technology. We'll be talking about the Latin Comedy Jam coming to Fresno on the 8th of June, meaning next Saturday. That'll be exciting to see some comedians. Latin. Come on, we got to teach people it's Latino, because Latin only happens like in the Catholic Church. It's pretty scarce language. I think only my brother learned it at that. So they're going to be on Tank Jones, one of the promoters for the event, and we're also going to have via Skype one of the bachata newest sensations, Mr. Freddie Munoz, who's also venturing into producing young artists into this wonderful genre of music, bachata. Have you ever bachataed? Ooh, that stuff's sexy. Let me just tell you about it. So hopefully we get Freddie Munoz on the Skype and on our audience, and being here with us live. It's a young lady who's making something happen. I love it when women take charge and say, you know what, my life is going through some change, but now I get to do what I want to do. Kind of like what I'm doing here. The Lulu Show is all about finally putting out the potential that I knew I always had to the community and see how you guys take it. It might be helpful, it might just be silly, but everything, I do it with a lot of love. So we're going to have Miss Aidid Medina with us, tell us about La Torta Poetry Jam and all about getting into your writing skills to show your community what talent and passion you have within you. So I'm excited about that. So my LatinoLoop.com 5 picks of the day are Eva Longoria receives a master's degree in Chicano Studies from the Cal State Northridge last week. All right, Eva. It's not enough to be on hysteria lane. You need to be on educational lane. And I'm so happy that she went out through with that. So Eva, I got to meet her in like 2004 in Washington, D.C. God, that woman is gorgeous. Her skin is like silk, beautiful. And she's really tiny. Well, next to me, she was really short. But she had this dress. She was like a princess. She's very cool. I like her. She's got also some very interesting side projects like cancer care, and it's a foundation in Los Angeles that helps families, Latino families affected by any kind of cancer, especially their children, to help them navigate the system and find some kind of funding so that they could go through that horrible time at a much better pace with the community support. So Eva, you go girl. Woohoo, she's got a master's. Ahora es licenciada Eva Longoria. So let me see here. Oh no, it's maestra, ¿verdad? Maestra. Getting my titles wrong there. Charlie Sheen is going to be started using his Latino name. What's his Latino name? Charlie Sheen. Carlos Estevez. I don't know how he got Charlie Sheen. But Carlos Estevez for the first time professionally in promos for the Robert Rodriguez Machete Kills film. So if you see the Carlos Estevez, it's Charlie Sheen. I wonder why he doesn't want to use a Charlie Sheen name. I don't know. Well, next we have, remember I told you guys about the Ola Film and Music Festival in Los Angeles. Well, this great ceremony of art and music and film was celebrated with food too, and a lot of great people. Well, they chose Carlos Valados Tlatelonco, Verano del 68, as the winner of the Dish Latino and Cine Latino audience pick, and that's a good award. Yeah, could you say that Tlatelolco Verano de 68? Good try. Hey, I did it. I thought I was going to mess it up. I didn't. Pretty cool. You should try it out. It's an interesting film and has a very important historical event in the United States. I'm sorry, not the United States. The United States of Mexico. Yeah, they're called United States of Mexico. Did you know that? That was my informational bit about Mexico. Yeah, and unfortunately, that was a tragic event. Affected students, who were protesting and fighting for the right for an education and, raise on their student fees and their subscription fees. And, well, unfortunately, the government took it the other way and started shooting in a very, very terrible way. So it'd be interesting what Tlatelolco Verano de 68 brings. So check it out. It's probably out on DVD or on those, internet sites where you could watch movies immediately. I love TV Now. That's like today. CentralValleyTalk.com. We are on TV Now. And Ruben Blades, who knows Ruben Blades? El salsero, poeta, político, padre, amigo. I mean, Ruben Blades is just definitely an awesome person and a wonderful actor. You've seen him in a lot of films. He's actually been acting since one of our Fresno mayors was in this one TV show. God, in the heat of the night, was it? Yeah, in the heat of the night. Well, Ruben Blades comes out there too as a sheriff. Did you know that? No, you didn't. Well, Ruben Blades has joined the cast of Jonathan Hakubich's forthcoming film, Hands of Stone. And he's going to be portraying a Panamanian boxer, Robert Duran. And, for the movie, Robert Duran. Blades will be portraying the boxing promoter, Carlos Eleta, and is joined by cast including Edgar Ramirez as Duran, Robert De Niro, as Duran's trainer. That must be one tough trainer. Robert De Niro, a Panameño character. Wow, I want to see that. And also Arcel and Usher as Sugar Ray Leonard. Usher. I could always see Usher in boxing. So that's pretty cool. Ruben Blades always moving in stride. And, he's always been bicultural, bilingual. He, was born in Panama, was in exile from Panama in New York, and became this awesome singer, but also used that genre of music, salsa, to get us some social message. One of his most famous songs, Ruben Blades, Pedro Navaja. Oh my God, that song. It's like 7 minutes long, but it's got a great story. You gotta hear it, and I don't know if you should dance. You'd probably be like, oh my God, acaba ya. And, I found the chanclazo of the week. I remembered my son helped me with this one. 2 embassy officials were wounded after gunfire broke during a fight at a strip club in Caracas, Venezuela. Yeah, I guess they were in international waters, right? Strip club? No, I don't know. What were they doing there? 2 U.S. officials? Agua caliente. Well, they didn't count on that one. And last night I got to go to the Arte Americas Nights in the Plaza, and that was exciting. We had Cbop, our guest from last week. Wow, Antonio, I have to say, mis respetos. He is so wicked on that guitar. It was beautiful. I got to get up real close. People be looking at, get that gorda out of there. I can't see the guy playing. But I got some awesome footage, and it'll be part of our last minute, what did I did in May stuff. So check that out. Noches en la Plaza Arte Americas is such a wonderful opportunity for you to get multicultural if you're not a Latino, or if you're Latino but you say you're not Latino, you're Hispanic, you can welcome to come too. Or you say you're not Hispanic or Latino, you're Mexican, you're welcome to come too. Or you're Chicano and you're not Latino or Hispanic, I don't care what you are. If you're human, breathing and walking, and you want to have a good time, Arte Americas every Friday night in the summer offers a beautiful atmosphere, awesome people from the community, and wonderful artists, doing it Latino style. Just like the Lulu show. My Latino experience is to give you exposure to all those wonderful events. The next one is going to be on June 7th, and the Mariachi de la Tierra will be playing mariachi music. So if you like to do the El Grito and get there in the party mode, well, they have awesome food, hors d'oeuvres, and obviously they have, what do they call it when you have to pay for the drinks? No host bar? See, I'm not drinkers, I don't know. But they have drinks for you to get happy to with the tequila or with the mariachi, however you like it. Also, they're going to have other events happening. I'm excited about the June 21st one. I wonder why. Woo, my birthday's on Friday. Yay. So that was my scoop on that. I'm so excited to say that I'm very happy with your response on our Facebook, supporting us here on CentralValleyTalk.com. And the Lulu Show is very excited to have Central Valley Talk receive us and like our programming. I really am excited that Universe puts it all together for me. If, believe it or not, I put this one together like at 2 a.m. yesterday. No, just kidding. I took all week for it. But preparation is always beautiful when it naturally comes to you. Like one of my guests that I'm going to have, she is awesome. And she found us through a mutual friend that knew about the Lulu Show, told her about it. Now she's so excited because she's here. She's going to be talking to us. So we're going to go to a special break and then come back from the break. We'll see if we get Mr. Tank Jones, who tells all about the Comedy Jam. Maybe you could get free tickets. I don't know. Stay tuned. Hello, Central Valley. I want to invite you to a special restaurant. This restaurant not only was the first to bring this kind of food for the Central Valley, but it's also the longest lasting restaurant in Fresno with Oaxacan native food. The Oaxacan restaurant is found in the Central Valley in Fresno, on the corner of Belmont and Chestnut. This is an example of the delicious food you could find here. This is the skillet nopal oaxaqueño. This oven roasted nopal gives you a beautiful taste and texture and fiber for your body. Gives you a fulfilling meal. Plus, this string cheese is special string cheese from Oaxaca. The owner takes pride in bringing fresh products. And of course, to close it off, we have fresh made corn tortillas. The good old one.
Did you know you could buy a home in this foreclosure market for as little as $500 a month? If you want your kids to go to McLean High School, Scandinavian Middle School, or Erickson, take a look at this beautiful home, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. There's a beautiful rock wall to put a wood-burning stove. There's also a very open floor plan with another fireplace. The kitchen, you've got to see the kitchen. It has a beautiful snack bar for your kids to sit and do their homework while you're preparing the dinner. Under $500 a month. Call us and see if you're qualified. Call Mike Briggs at Mike Briggs Properties at 486-6758 or go to MikeBriggsProperties.com.
You can purchase this nearly new home near Kings Canyon and Fowler Avenues for as little as $800 a month. At 1,700 square feet, it has 4 bedrooms and 2 baths and a 3-car garage. It is located near Sunnyside Shopping Centers and has great access to Freeway 180. This home is located in the Clovis Unified School District. For more information on any of our properties, check out MikeBriggsProperties.com or call Mike Briggs Properties at 486-6758.
Hi, I'm Greg Rude, a local real estate agent working with London Properties. You might be thinking about buying or selling a property right now, or maybe you just have a question about real estate. I'd love to help you with that. Give me a call at 352-7716 and I can answer any questions that you might have. Maybe you've got a property that's upside down. Maybe you're interested in buying a bank foreclosure and have a question about that. Or maybe you just like someone to show you some houses that you're interested in or have a question about a particular property. Once again, give me a call. My name's Greg, 352-7716, and I'd love to help you. Thanks.
You're watching CentralValleyTalk.com.
CentralValleyTalk.com. There's a lot of good reasons to support Measure G, but for me, the most important is the funding Measure G provides to keep police officers and firefighters on the job. In the agreement with the city, Mid-Valley Disposal provides funding to help balance the budget and avoid more public safety cuts. So while outsourcing trash may not seem like a priority, safety in our neighborhoods definitely is. Please join me in supporting Measure G. It's a good deal for our city.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Wow, the Lulu Show. Ooh, I love technology. Sometimes you can count on it, sometimes you can't. So, well, that was the little scoop at the beginning. I hope you got some interesting information. If anything, some giggles out of that. I know you were laughing at me. I know you were. It's okay. That's what it's about. I want to bring a smile to your face and a good time, of course. So we got our guest via Skype on the phone there talking to us. We have Mr. Tank Jones, actor, musician, entrepreneur, philanthropist. Ooh, Mr. Tank. Oh, Mr. Jones. I can't decide which one to go there. Tank Jones, well, he's working to bring the Central Valley some of that awesome comedy and laughter to our valley. Well, in the Tower District on June 8th, we'll be hosting the Latin Comedy Jam. I have a problem with the Latin. You guys don't know that. It should be Latino, but we'll see what Tank says here about that. And the Latin Comedy Jam is the forefront of comedy, and the Latin comedy features the funniest comedians in the Latin world, both established and upcoming. The show features Latin comics, but it's really very universal. The comedies, it's all good to laugh about everybody. Why not? And the Latin Comedy Jam was voted the funniest comedy jam in 2012, and 2013 is a fantastic start with 42 confirmations. Wow, so happy the Fresno's in that loop. Dillian Garcia, Carlos Oscar, Luke Torres, Charlie Garcia. I don't know if Jill will be here, Jill Meline, so it will be interesting. But let's find out. Let's get the download from Mr. Tank. Oh, Mr. Tank Jones. How are you, Tank Jones? Now you can talk. Can you hear us? Mayday. Beam me up, Scotty. I don't know, did we lose him? Mr. Jones? Tank? Oh, did he get mad at me? No. We're hoping that he'll come back on there. I think I can't hear you, so you might have to turn on your mic or turn off your mic. Yeah, I know technology. We're starting to all learn about it. I'm excited about that. He's going to tell us about the Comedy Jam. We'll see what's going on. Maybe somebody could text him and see what's going on there. But you could call us back if you are not hearing anything, Mr. Jones. And, of course, we'll tell everybody about the Latino Comedy Jam. So this weekend coming, which is going to be June 8th, also in Fresno is going to be happening The Men Who Cook. And that is a fundraiser for the Fresno Art Museum. And I think Men Who Can Cook. Ooh, they're going to have some awesome recipes, as I saw in other TV channels, talking about that event. It's a fundraising event. You know what? It's in the daytime, so you could do that. And then at night, you could go laugh it all off. Laughing, I hear it's an exercise. That's the only one I practice, obviously. I need to go to more comedy jams so I can practice more. So, Mr. Jones, are you on the line there with us?
No, this is Freddie.
Oh, this is Freddie. This is another one. Freddie, you're going to be talking in a little bit. Okay, well, let's do that. We're with Freddie already, so that was my other guest. We're going to have to go. I love technology. Freddie, ¿cómo estás?
Estoy bien, pensé que me cambiaste el nombre, pero está bien por aquí.
Well, I had another guest on and he disappeared. We're going to see what happened to him. If my image consultant or my young man over there could get a hold of Mr. Jones, see what's going on. But Freddie Munoz is a bachata singer-songwriter who's now on the line with us. Freddie, you're in the Central Valley so far. You were here a couple years ago, but you've played Hawaii, you've played in Europe, and definitely played in Nueva York and La República Dominicana. What is Freddie Munoz bachatero more known for?
Basically for, writing songs and singing, singing bachata songs, romantic songs.
You have soulful bachata, so that means extra sexier bachata moves, right?
That's right. A little more sentimiento.
Ay, Dios mío, ya me dio calor. That bachata, what is that all about? I mean, I know there's some Cuban song that they say you gotta pretend like you're dancing on top of a little brick. That's why you're so close and moving so delicious. But the bachata has this little tweak at the end with your nalgas going, your thighs going up. And you make it extra sexier. Whoa. Hi, Freddie. Freddie, you know what? We're going to play a bit of one of your songs. I got to know you through your first CD, which is Amiga, and you won my heart with that CD. That was so awesome. I really loved.
Thank you, Mom. Thank
I
you.
loved your bachata mix of the BG song. That was my favorite, but you did a really good
Thank you,
job
Mom.
with the letters on Amiga. Freddie, why don't you tell us a little bit of before we put Un Poquito Nada Más, tell us about this song and this video.
Well, this Un Poquito is the first single of my new album that's called Un Poquito. We shot the video in a castle in California, and we had kind of like a vampire theme to it. So I thought it would be interesting to do something like that, and we shot it in the castle. I forgot the name of the castle, but it was somewhere in Hollywood. And, that was it. We put it together and went one day and shot the video. Shot it all in one day.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew, but that video where you shot it, that location was also used in a very famous 80s hair rock metal band backdrop. So when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, where have I seen that? I was an 80 Junkies MTV baby. So, so Freddie,
Wow,
we're
I
going to
didn't even
play.
know that.
Yeah, you did know that. Y no te dije antes, I'm so evil. Like a vampire.
Wow. Tengo que ver ahora. You gotta tell me what song it is so I can look it up.
I know. Well, Freddie, let's play this. Let's play your songs so our public can know what Freddie Munoz bachata is all about and why it's so soulful and so sexy. Let's check it out.
Ah,
Poquito mamá, yo lo que quiero un poquito nada más, yo lo que quiero un poquito nada más, un poquito. Yo no quiero relaciones con problemas y razones, atormentado por mentiras, miserable por mi vida y al fin terminar tan solito. Un poquito mamá. Yo lo que quiero un poquito nada más. Yo lo que quiero un poquito nada más. Un poquito. Soulful. Freddie Munoz.
Hi, Freddie. That is a very sexy video.
gracias, homie. Gracias. Thank you. Gracias.
Now, Freddie Munoz, you are a Boricua, New Yorican, or what would you say you are?
I'm a Boricua that grew
Boricua.
up in New York.
You were born in Caetano, Puerto Rico?
I was born in Bayamón, Puerto Rico.
Where?
Bayamón.
Bayamón. Oh. Then you should check your website. It doesn't say that.
Yeah, I know. There was a little mix-up with that.
Ay, Dios mío, yo estoy hablando con otro Freddie, not the one I wanted. Oh, darn, no, just kidding. Ahora, Freddie, why did you get into this genre? Bachata music is really a strong fort of the Dominican Republic. Where did this love for bachata in general come?
Well, living in New York City, you live with Dominicans. You have friends that are Dominicans. You have neighbors that are Dominicans. And in New York, we play music real loud in our apartments. We don't care about our neighbors if they're sleeping or if they have to go to work. You want to turn your radio on, you turn it on, as loud as you want. So you get to hear all these different types of music. And I actually like the way the guitar sounds and the way the congas sound together. So, the songs are romantic, and I enjoy that. I also love salsa too, don't get me wrong. But, I decided, bachata is something that, I like the rhythms of the guitar and stuff like that. So,
well, being a songwriter, I guess being a songwriter in your first song, Amiga, I thought it was going to be all about a girl's problem. I got into bachata because I was trying to win this girl over. Hey, Manecheros admit it. You should admit it too. Not just kidding. Freddie, Amiga, that song, I particularly love the song, the twang to it, the words to it, and it's so romantic. What did Amiga mean to you as an artist?
Amiga was my, coming out, basically. It was like, yeah, I'm here. I'm Freddie Munoz. I'm an artist. I sing. I'm a songwriter. And, and that's what Amiga was for. That's what Amiga, meant to me. Like something, my first song coming out, and people listening to me as an artist, and people wondering who is that guy.
Right.
So I decided to put Amiga. Amiga was one of my first songs that I sang in bachata that I recorded.
And that
So-
CD actually, like I told you, I totally love that CD. If you guys get your hands on that one, you can check on his Facebook also, but on his website, all about his music history. And now, right now, we played Un Poquito Nomás, but what is the name of your most recent track? Except for the birthday song, because he's got birthday bachata song. It's so beautiful. I know you did it for my birthday. Thank you very much, Freddie.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I have two songs, Adios for the new, which was the second single, and then now the new single is Lo Siento Por Ti. I don't know if you have that one.
Yes, I do. I don't have. You don't have a video
Okay.
on that one. Lo siento por ti. Wow, that's a strong song right there.
We are going to shoot the video, believe it or not, we're going to shoot the video for Lo Siento Por Ti in Los Angeles.
Oh, notice he said we, so that
Again.
means me somewhere in there.
We'll
be la
work you in
modelo.
there. We'll work you in there.
I won't be no vampire. Sorry, Freddie, I'm booked. Now, Freddie, you're also. I wanted to ask you about your experience coming out as an artist. What is it like now in the industry? Before you had big labels, used to, if they liked the artist, they would back them up and do everything. But how do you come out and being an artist, other than writing your music, producing music? What's it like now for artists to say, "I'm ready to be an artist in music"?
Well, it's actually a great time to be an artist. But remember, it's just still hard. It's not, it's a little easier than before because the major labels are controlling everything. Now the artists have some type of control, but you really have to work hard to really make it. You have to work on promoting yourself. You have to work on getting DJs at the clubs to play your music, which is kind of hard sometimes. If they don't know you, they won't play your song. Before, in the old days, DJs used to listen to music, discover new acts, new artists, and stuff like that. And now I think that whole thing got lost. A lot of DJs are playing what they're hearing on the radio stations. They're playing Aventura. They're playing a bunch of artists that are known. So that's what's a little hard about breaking into the music. But I say just keep promoting music, keep talking to DJs, and do like a street promotion. Give your CDs away right now, because the main thing is to get people to know you. So you have to give your music away.
And then if it's good, it's even better.
Exactly.
Now,
And there's
Freddie,
good people who play it.
and Freddie Munoz, you, the bachatero boricua, soulful bachata, they call you. You're also producing now and bringing up and coming talents to the table. We're going to close off with that video, but tell me a little bit about Stanley.
Yeah, we have a duo that's called Stanley Joel, and these guys are really talented. They're songwriters. They're writing songs for a lot of people. The lead singer has a great voice. Their album is coming out really soon. They're called Stanley Joel, and they did the remake for Selena's song, No Me Queda Más. And,
No Me Queda
I think they did a pretty good job.
You know what? I think it's beautiful that you not only worried about your career and promoting yourself and singing and writing such beautiful songs. Obviously, I have a bias. I love your music. Freddie Munoz, bachata is definitely something in my, what do you call those things? My playlist. There you go. But this young man has such a sweet voice. It's so tender, and I think it's so beautiful. Recently in April was Selena's birthday, and we can't forget Selena. Selena was just like Celia Cruz, la guarachera mayor. Selena es la chanclera mayor. No, it's just, but you did a really nice job with this. Was this recorded in Santo Domingo? In La República Dominicana, or was it in the States?
It was recorded in my studio in Santiago. And the thing was about it, we had the idea to go ahead and record it. And I said, well, let me listen to see the way it comes out, the way Stanley was going to sing it. And when I sat down and heard what he did, I was kind of shocked. I said, wow, it came out better than what I expected. So he actually did a really good job, and I'm so proud of Stanley Joel.
Yeah, you know what? And I'll tell you, the talent out in Latin America and the Caribbean, they are very professional. You'll be surprised. our gente back in Mexico and the Caribbean and South America and Central America are very tech savvy, and they're very good at looking at good shots. So we're going to close with that song with Freddie Munoz. Thank you so much for making time for us. And hopefully, since you're in LA, you're back in LA, you maybe do a show out here in the Central Valley. We've got to get you back on, Mr. Soulful Bachata Freddie Munoz.
We're bringing the band out here. I think July, August. We're coming to the West Coast. So, stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. And get on his Facebook, Freddie D-E-I-E, not Freddie with a Y. Freddie Munoz. So you can check out his Facebook and you can get in there for bookings too. So let's go with Stanley Joe. No me queda más. Selena, we still love you.
No me queda más que perderme en un abismo de tristeza, de lágrimas. No me queda más que aguantar bien mi derrota y brindarte felicidad. No me queda más si tu regreso hoy sería una imposibilidad. Y esto que no era amor, lo que hoy niegas, lo que dices que nunca pasó, es el más dulce recuerdo de mi vida. Yo tenía una esperanza en el fondo de mi alma, que un día te quedaras tú conmigo, y aún guardaba una ilusión que alimentaba el corazón, mi corazón que hoy tiene que verte como solo amigo. Y aunque viví enamorado, totalmente equivocado, no me importa, porque esto sí fue amor. Por mi parte, lo más lindo, el más grande amor, aunque siempre lo renuncies para mí, fue lo más bello. This is for the ladies.
There's a lot of good reasons to support Measure G, but for me, the most important is the funding Measure G provides to keep police officers and firefighters on the job. In the agreement with the city, Mid-Valley Disposal provides funding to help balance the budget and avoid more public safety cuts. So while outsourcing trash may not seem like a priority, safety in our neighborhoods definitely is. Please join me in supporting Measure G. It's a good deal for our city.
Hello, Central Valley. I want to invite you to a special restaurant. This restaurant not only was the first to bring this kind of food for the Central Valley, but it's also the longest lasting restaurant in Fresno with Oaxacan native food. The Oaxacan restaurant is found in the Central Valley in Fresno, on the corner of Belmont and Chestnut. This is an example of the delicious food you could find here. This is the skillet nopal oaxaqueño. This oven roasted nopal gives you a beautiful taste and texture and fiber for your body. Gives you a fulfilling meal. Plus, this string cheese is special string cheese from Oaxaca. The owner takes pride in bringing fresh products. And of course, to close it off, we have fresh made corn tortillas. The good old
I am a monster. I will never back down.
I am part of a tradition.
I got green in my veins!
I'm ready to go!
I'm a monster!
This is our team.
This is our town!
This is our barn!
This is our time.
I am relentless.
I will never get tired of the goal song.
I'm ready to go!
I will never quit.
I am a monster.
I am a monster!
I am a monster!
Watch Tim Thiessen live Wednesdays at 3 p.m. right here on CentralValleyTalk.com and on digital channel 33.2. If you missed the live broadcast, we're on every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. on Comcast Channel 200 and Digital Channel 43.5. You don't want to miss this.
You're watching CentralValleyTalk.com.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
The Lulu Show is back. What a Lulu. It is June. It is my birthday. That's what I get for jinxing it. Ay, Dios mío. Well, we're having fun so far. I hope you enjoyed that video from Stanley Joel. I was saying Stanley Joel, obviously, but it's Stanley Joel because es la República Dominicana. Dominican Republic. It still sounds hard to say, right? República Dominicana, Dominican Republic. Es duro, es difícil. Pero lo bueno is that the music is delicious. If you're a bachata lover, you know what? Here in the Central Valley in Fresno, we have an awesome venue for you to enjoy. I want to get them on the show soon. But if you've ever heard of the Star Line, you got to check it out on Tuesdays. They have Bachata Tuesday, and it's very delicioso. They teach you how to dance. You meet people. There's none of those things. I don't know nobody. Who am I going to dance with? So check it out. So thank you, Freddie Munoz, for that. And check out his Facebook. Like him and tell him you saw him on here. You know, help me out, guys. So I think the joke was on me because Mr. Jones was playing a joke on me. Hi, Tank. Are you there?
I was playing a joke on you.
I see. I'm part of the Comedy Jam special. I see it. So, okay, we got you there. I better not let you go. So tell me all about this Comedy Jam, a Latino Comedy Jam happening next Saturday, June 8th.
Yes, my friend. First off, I am so happy that I'm actually speaking to you now. Second off, yes, the show is going on next Saturday at the Tower Theater. So we will have 4 of the funniest Latin comics in the business right now, and that's not just me saying it. You can go to Ticketmaster, you can see the reviews, but it's been voted one of the funniest comedy tours in the country. We've got coming there, Shayla Rivera is coming, Dylan Garcia is coming, Luke Torres, Jerry Garcia, all these guys, super funny. Some of them have done shows in that market. We just finished our DVD a couple of months ago out in Phoenix, and that'll be coming out on Comedy Central. So if you guys like to laugh, you need to come to this show because you'll love the show.
Awesome. It's going to be at the Tower Theater on June 8th. And now, Mr. Jones, how did you get involved in promoting Latino comedy shows, and where did it come out? Like, oh, you know what, I'm going to put a comedy show together, or I want to promote it. How did that come up?
That's the funny thing, because I was hoping while we were doing the Skype call that people would be able to see me while we were doing it. Because
you're funny looking? No, I'm just kidding.
I said, because if you can't tell by the voice, you talking to a brother on the other end of the phone call. So like,
no,
hey,
we couldn't tell at all. It was very subtle.
It said Latin comedy. It said black comedy. The funny thing is, actually, my business partner, he is Latino, and we used to do music together. Actually, we used to travel all over the country. We performed with people like LL Cool J, Bone Thugs and Harmony, even Enrique Iglesias. And we, our shows went well. We lost touch for a little while, came back together a little bit over a year ago. He was telling me about the Latin comedy thing that he wanted to put together, and it was kind of like we never lost touch, never lost step, so we kind of forged back together to put this thing together, and it's been going great. Yeah. You know what I would like to do, Lulu, because I know we're going to talk about it, but you asked me before. There is something that I want to do for your listeners and the people that are watching you. And
what are you going to do for the Lulu Show? Let us know.
I am only doing this for the Lulu Show, and I am only doing this for the next 2 hours. Anybody that right between now and the next 2 hours purchases a ticket for the show on, I think it's Tower Theater, or FresnoTowerTheater.com. I think you have that. I think that's what it is. You go there. If you purchase 2 tickets and then message me on the Latin Comedy Jam Facebook page, I will give you a ticket for free and an autographed picture of the comic.
Ay, Dios mío. That sounds like a deal to me. Now, we're in California time, mi gente. You know you should have watched the show live. I told you. And so we're talking about the Lulu Show live at 10. So you have until, with my people who know math, 1? Or is it 1? 2 hours? Yeah.
So what?
At 1 p.m. The 1 p.m. is the deadline. You got to buy your tickets on the Tower Theater website. And then you could go on his Facebook, or you could go on the LatinComedyJam.com. That's the website you got to check out, and leave him a message there. You're going to get an extra one free. Wow, that sounds like a deal, Tank.
Yep, and an autograph picture of the comic.
An autograph.
I don't know
I'm going to get an autograph
comedian.
comedian out of this.
Yeah, girl. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You have to slip me to the backstage, because, you know, the Lulu Show wants to get some backstage footage. I don't know about slipping me, more like pushing me in, because, you know, kind of heavy, but yeah, you can't see me. But we would love to do that.
Do that for you, Lulu. No problem at all. That's it. I figured as I was waiting and we were trying to get this thing situated, I'm like, you know what? I need to come up with something special. So that's the special thing that I came up with while I was driving.
Oh, I knew you were driving. You don't even know the wrath of Lulu after we end this show, because you did a couple of no-nos. You're going to get a chanclazo. Yep. And if you've heard the Latin comedians, they probably have referred to the chanclazo. It's not a happy time. But since you're doing this awesome deal.
I'm thinking that maybe we should have you on the show, too.
I know. This is a tryout. No. Well, Tank Jones, you know, they were asking me yesterday, what's the show going to be about? I go, you know what? It's going to be about funny names. Or interesting names. Not funny. Interesting names. Let me reword myself.
Okay.
Tank Jones. Is that really your name?
Yes. That has been my name. Okay, let me answer that in two ways. Is that what's on my birth certificate? No. But I have been called Tank ever since I was 1 year old. And most people think it's because when I tell them that, they thought it was a nickname because I played football, which I did, and thought maybe it's because I'm a big guy, which I am. But it's actually when I was 1 year old. I used to think I was an invincible kid. So, you know, you've seen those videos where kids are running to the wall for fun.
Oh.
Fall down, shake themselves off, get up. Yeah, that was me. So they called me Little Tank Head.
Okay, I see. That's pretty good. Well, Tank, so happy that you obviously try to make it in, and you made it through the phone technology. We love it. And we're going to play your promotion right here, your commercial for the Latin Comedy Jam in Fresno, June 8th. You can't miss it. It's going to be exciting. And if you buy your tickets within the next 2 hours from the airing of the Lulu Show, which is on Saturdays at 10, then you are also going to be able to take one extra ticket free. So you could even take La Suegra. Your mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, don't, because they're going to be making fun of her, and you're in trouble if you do that now. Well, Tank, thank you so much. Have a great day, and I hope to meet you next Saturday.
That'd be awesome. Thank you, Lulu. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Take care. Let's take it away, Mr. Engineer.
I laughed so hard I had tears in my eyes. This show is literally laugh out loud funny. The laughs never stopped. You would be crazy not to see this show. Hailed as the funniest tour on the planet, the Latin Comedy Jam is bringing their sold-out laugh out loud comedy event from Comedy Central to Fresno. Saturday, June 8th at the Tower Theater. Tickets start at just $15 and are available now at thelatincomedyjam.com. Produced by HP Entertainment and R Entertainment.
Mike Briggs Properties has a very special historic property for sale that can be used as a home or as a business. This classic California craftsman historical home is located in the Tower District, Fresno High area. The interior ambiance displays a heyday of craftsman aesthetics, substance, strength, symmetry, and casual grace. Elegantly appointed mahogany and oak structural elements integrate form and function in a harmonious flow from room to room in this two-story, 4,500-foot home. The property also includes a nearly 800-foot two-bedroom apartment above the garage. This property is well suited for a professional office type of business or for a large family or combined living and workspace. The lot included with this property is park-sized with plenty of room for expansion or as a parking lot big enough to support a commercial business. For more information on this property, call Mike Briggs Properties at 486-6758. Mike Briggs Properties, 486-6758.
day.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Woohoo, the Lulu Show, the comediante. Nah, I'd rather be the host. You are watching the Lulu Show live here on CentralValleyTalk.com. And also you can watch the replay on the YouTube channel, The Lulu Show 1 at gmail.com. It's awesome. And thank you for your support. Now, a funny thing about using YouTube, if you don't have your own channel, you can subscribe either way. And I really would like for you to subscribe so that way you can get postings of when I've actually uploaded the material. And two, you know the little finger like that or like that? Use them. I would really like to know. You know, I want to do the show more than anything because it's a beautiful passion that I have. But I want to share with the community, and I wish that you let me know if it's or not. And if it's not, tell me why. You know, we can fix it. We're here. We have room to grow, not sideways, but up. So we have our next guest here with us. I'm so excited. This one's actually here. No beaming her up. We got Aidid Medina, poet, writer, and a passionate woman for her community. And we're going to see what she's going to bring us other than la torta. Wait, I don't think she brought a torta. How are you, Aidid? Welcome.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. And no, I don't have any tortas on me.
Oh, darn it. I ate it already. Now, tell me, Aidid Medina, who are you? Where did you come up with this concept of being a poet or a writer?
Well, I'm actually from Salinas, California. Salinas, California. Yeah, I grew up in Salinas. I went all the way through Alisal High School, my alma mater, you know, of the heart.
But it's kind of hard because you left when you were junior, right?
I left when
so I know why she still claims
that's why I claim it. That's why I claim Alisal High School. I love that school. And that's actually where a lot of my inspiration for or passion for writing really started. And with my teachers there, Miss Albano, she was awesome, you know. Mm-hmm. And they really encouraged my writing. And just the location. I don't know if you've ever been to Salinas. My parents were migrant farm workers.
Steinbeck got inspired for sure.
Hey.
You're Mrs. Steinbeck.
I always say, you know what, I'm a little bit of Steinbeck's daughter, but now I'm here in Fresno, so I got a little Soroyan influence too.
Oh, yeah, Soroyan's cool
but
too.
I'm very proud of Salinas.
So you're going to wear a hat and bigotes.
Of course I am. But I'm very proud of Salinas and where I'm coming from. And
so you moved to the Central Valley. You were from the Central Coast of California. We're so beautiful in California. We have so much demographics that you cannot imagine. Mm-hmm. Sorry, there's no place like California. And I've been to 14 states in the United States. There's no place like California. No, it's not about Kansas. Sorry. Now, tell me, Aidid, you are putting together your passion for writing after going a tragic event in your life. You know, I tell you, from my self-experience, I've also went through a tragic event in my life. To transform me into claiming my life again, which is interesting, you know, say, you know what, I was able to do this, why did I stop? You know, unfortunately you stop because life happens, but I'm so happy you claim it. So you're a poet, you're a writer, and now you are collaborating with La Torta restaurant.
Yes,
Le Torte.
At the Galleria.
At the Galleria, and it's a very fancy place. If you haven't been there, I was like, ooh, I don't know about she my torta with a fork and knife here. Very beautiful venue. Yeah. Tell us about what you're doing there.
Well, what I'm doing there is basically opening up the restaurant to the community, all of the writers, the artists that we have here in the Central Valley. Because even though I am from Salinas, Fresno is really where I became a woman. I've been here for 20-some years. I went to Fresno State. I got married here. And the poetry from my last 2 years of writing really is a product of the valley. And, you know, and the warmth that I feel here. There's so many artists here. I'm really inspired at the variety of artists that are here. And so part of having the poetry nights will not only be about the spoken word, because I'm really hoping that the poets stop being scaredy cats, come out and join us.
You know, I could audition for reading your poetry. I can't write nothing, except not even on Astrid, my assistant, but I love to read stuff. I really do. So.
That's good. There's a lot of people who are awesome writers, but they're scared to take the mic, and I want them to know that they're, you know, this is a safe place.
I'll read it and they'll say, no, you know what, get off, let me read it. You don't even know how to read.
There's no wrong or right with poetry, but I'm also going to be exhibiting artists too, so I'm really excited about that.
So La Torta Mexican Restaurant is located on...
It's actually located at 2405.
Okay, so it's not at 405. It's
No, it isn't.
She had
And
the wrong
that's
address
where I
in the
made
wrong
the
place.
mistake,
So
yes.
2405 Capitol Street, Suite 106 in Fresno, California. Now, this is right next to the convention center.
It's right
in
behind
that little
the
strip where all the
exhibit hall.
lawyers hang out.
Yes.
Oh, when you have jury duty, you're stuck there.
The law club. That's what I call
The law
them.
club.
Yeah, I call them the law club.
So La Torta is going to not only obviously be a restaurant for you to enjoy awesome Mexican food, and now you could dish out some poetry. To be or not to be, I don't know.
Yes, and check out all the fabulous art because I'm going to be exhibiting artists of.
So actual like visual art, you know,
Yes.
like paintings,
Yes.
sculptures.
Like tonight, I'm featuring Jason Elliott. He's a painter and actually carver, wood carver, just jack of all trades kind of artist from Reedley, California.
So Jason Elliott, hey, we should get him on here. You know?
Oh my God, you should. He's amazing.
Well, you just hook it up. We'll do it here on the Lulu Show with much pleasure. Now, is this welcoming only artists or general public could just go and sit in and enjoy what you guys are doing, or?
The general public can come. Like you said, a lot of people don't exactly like to write or perform poetry, but they like to read it or they enjoy
We like to go
it.
like this. Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
lots
That's
of
what
finger
you're supposed to do
snaps.
at poetry reading. So yes. I didn't know.
I like hoots and hollers and cheap, you know. Yeah.
Well, you got La Torta restaurant, so
Yeah.
you can.
Because it's very different from reading the poem and hearing the poet actually express what they meant. And that's the awesome thing about poetry, though. You can read a poem and interpret it a certain way, but when you come and hear me read, you'll know what I meant when I wrote it.
So that event starts tonight, June 1st. Awesome month for you to start. And it'll go on throughout the months, the summer, July 6th, August 3rd, September 3rd. Where can they find you? On Facebook for sure?
They can find the event page on Facebook for sure. It's Everyday Fiction, Poetry Dished Out.
Okay, Everyday Fiction, Poetry Dished Out. And I'll also add that address on the YouTube description if you don't catch it right now. Well, Aidid Medina, thank you so much for joining us here on the Lulu Show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And you know what? You're going to have to come back and actually read us some poetry.
I would love
She's all
to.
talking, right? Wow, they don't want to read their poetry. Did you bring me one today?
I did.
Oh, what is it?
I have it right here.
She has it on the phone.
I
man.
do.
Well, you got
Technology.
2 minutes. Go for it.
All right. This one's called DJ. Only he knows the right song to play. He has music, a weapon I can't fight. Difficult to find a defensive stance when the assault is enveloping in just the right key and the beat. The song plays on, beautiful, wicked thing that I am. I stay coiled in my skin and sway back and forth and back and forth. You can't get angry when he's not the one playing with your soul. The song played, it stimulated and simulated that fickle, sweet sense that drowns out logic as well as the first glance would, or that elusive first kiss could. He keeps his cool, she loses all control. All the sounds sound so much better when you're next to me. He plays for the crowded room. In your mind, he only plays for you. And the beat pours on, the horns blare and make my hips move. Invisible, audible lover, can I keep your playlist if I can't keep you?
Ay, Dios mío.
Finger snaps, finger snaps.
Finger snaps. That was awesome. Thank you so much, Aidid, for being here with us. And
you for
hopefully she'll come back and give us more poetry. Bring some more artists with you.
I
often.
will.
So La Torta restaurant in Fresno downtown. Awesome that she's using downtown because we're trying to revitalize it. So I'm going to close off. Thank you so much for your support. I'm going to leave you with a 2-minute video snap that I took of all the things I did in May here in Fresno. Fresno's a happening place, you know, and I can't even get to all the venues and concerts that are happening. So take advantage of your community, be part of the community, be part of the change, being active out there. Thank you so much. Love you so much. Stay tuned. The Lulu Show every Saturday at 10 here on the CentralValleyTalk.com, and we are getting re-aired on Mondays at 11. So that's awesome. Thank you. And if you would like to be on the show or you'd like to be a sponsor, hit me up on email. That's the LuluShow1@gmail.com. Love you. Take care. Peace. Thank you for being with us. You good? Hello, Central Valley. I want to invite you to a special restaurant. This restaurant not only was the first to bring this kind of food for the Central Valley, but it's also the longest lasting restaurant in Fresno with Oaxacan native food. The Oaxacan restaurant is found in the Central Valley in Fresno, on the corner of Belmont and Chestnut. This is an example of the delicious food you could find here. This is the skillet nopal oaxaqueño. This oven roasted nopal gives you a beautiful taste and texture and fiber for your body. Gives you a fulfilling meal. Plus, this string cheese is special string cheese from Oaxaca. The owner takes pride in bringing fresh products. And of course, to close it off, we have fresh made corn tortillas. The good old one.
I am a monster. I will never back down.
I am part of a tradition.
I got green in my veins.
I'm ready to go.
I'm a monster.
This is our team.
This is our town.
This is our barn.
This is our time.
I am relentless.
I will never get tired of the goal song.
I'm ready to go.
I will never quit.
I am a monster.
I am a monster.
I am a monster.
Watch Tim Thiessen live Wednesdays at 3 p.m. right here on CentralValleyTalk.com and on digital channel 33.2. If you missed the live broadcast, we're on every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. on Comcast channel 200 and digital channel 43.5. You don't want to miss this.
You're watching CentralValleyTalk.com.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Did you know you could buy a home in this foreclosure market for as little as $500 a month? If you want your kids to go to McLean High School, Scandinavian Middle School, or Erickson, take a look at this beautiful home. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. There's a beautiful rock wall to put a wood-burning stove. There's also a very open floor plan with another fireplace. The kitchen, you've got to see the kitchen. It has a beautiful snack bar for your kids to sit and do their homework while you're preparing the dinner. Under $500 a month. Call us and see if you're qualified. Call Mike Briggs at Mike Briggs Properties at 486-6758 or go to MikeBriggsProperties.com.
You can purchase this nearly new home near Kings Canyon and Fowler Avenues for as little as $800 a month. At 1,700 square feet, it has 4 bedrooms and 2 baths.
CentralValleyTalk.com.